What's going on YouTube? This your boy Sal, back with another video. Ooh, it feels so good to do that. It feels so good. But this your boy Sal back with another video. And today we're gonna run down all the sneakers that I wore for the week. So basically a sneaker rotation. But quick disclaimer, the shoe is not gonna have no days on it. It's not gonna be no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's not gonna have that because actually I can't even remember what day I wore these shoes. I just know I wore these shoes this week because all of them are on the ground right here. So I know I wore these shoes this week. But let's go ahead and just jump right into the video. Let's get it. The first shoe on the countdown I'm gonna go with is the Cement Force. The Cement Force is a clean shoe to me, and I obviously don't wear these shoes a lot. They really just sit in my case until I'm like, ooh, I got those. Ooh, I want to wear those. But what did I wear with these? I wore some white Nike socks, these jean shorts that I got on, and I think a white tee. And I know exactly what I did. I went and got my car serviced, and I had these on. But you can't go wrong with the white Cement Force. I know the Bread Fours are coming out. I gotta have those. But the white Cement Force is a dope shoe, man. And they're holding up well. They're holding up well because when these came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and the cage doesn't have any yellowing yet. Like it's not yellowing yet, so maybe these are a little bit better than the ones that came out before because I know after a year or two, the cage was yellowing on the last pair. So Jordan Brand did a great job on the shoe. And boy, that Nike Air on the back, they're just gorgeous, man. They're just beautiful. They're gorgeous. I'm glad to have these shoes in my collection. This was a shoe I had to have in my collection anyway because one, it's an OG Jordan colorway. So it was a shoe that I had to have in my collection. I don't have to have all the OGs, but certain shoes I feel like you have to have in your collection to be like, you have a sneaker collection? I don't know. But for me, I had to have this. But this was the first shoe that I wore this week on my countdown. On to the next one. So the next shoe is not a lot of people's favorite, but for me, this shoe is my favorite. And a lot of people sleep on this shoe is the Air Jordan 1 Low, the Shadow version. These shoes is dope. I got a dime in there. These shoes is dope. Like every time I wear these or people look at my collection, they be like, man, why you got these ugly shoes in your sneaker collection? But these shoes is hard, man. Like everybody know I love Air Jordan 1s. But I love 1 Low too, and like the shadows, everybody knows shadows go with everything. So this is a shoe I'm always rocking. I still have my dead stock pair of the Shadow 1 highs because I just be wearing these. They look good with jeans. Like they're just dope. I don't really like a lot of low shoes, but these joints are just dope for me. Shadows, man, they go with everything. It's an Air Jordan 1. Hold on now, you see that? But it's an Air Jordan 1. Like this shoe is clean. Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I forgot where I actually wore these this week. I wore them somewhere. I forgot where I actually wore them, but I know I wore black jeans with them, so I was probably in an all black outfit, black tee, black jeans, these. And these are hard. A lot of people sleeping. Y'all need to get your style game on. That's what you really need to do. And stop messing around with all these simple dimple shoes that you're getting, but and get some of these in your collection. But these just is hard. It's simple. Air Jordan 1, Shadow, black and gray. Put them on with anything. But I ain't gonna stay too much longer on this shoe. The Air Jordan 1 Low Shadows. Next on the countdown is the Nike SB. I forgot what this is called, but it's a dope colorway to me. Not a big fan of red. I want everybody out there to know this. You're not gonna see a lot of like red clothes. Like I don't have a lot of clothes that's like red. Like they might have like a stripe or two, but I'm not a big fan of red. Like I got a lot of shoes, a couple of shoes that have red in them, but I'm not a big fan of red. So if I get a red shoe, it has to be dope. And this was just one of the shoes. Like when I put these on with blue jeans, they just pop. They just stand out. One, because it's 2 different shades of red. Like on the toe, it's like snakeskin and it's like bloody red. And then this one, I don't know, maybe it's like a dark clay kind of red. And then you have that turquoise pop with the check, and then like the back tab, all the different, it's on the tongue as well. And if you don't know, Nike SBs is my favorite shoe. I feel like it's the shoe that got me into Air Jordan 1s. So Nike SBs are my favorite shoe. And this shoe's dope. It got a fat tongue, so like these shoes are comfortable because the tongue gives you so much cushioning when you walk. It doesn't hurt your feet. I don't have any Nike SBs that hurt my feet. But These shoes are dope. There's not too much I can say about these, but oh, that's what I did. I wore these to work this week. I bucked and didn't wear black shoes and wore these to work this week. And I don't know if my manager said something to me or he didn't, but this is what I wore. He was gonna have to deal with it because if I went home, I was going home, and I won't see you tomorrow. But this was the next shoe on my countdown, the Nike SB. Let's just call them Bloody Reds. Next shoe on my countdown is a shoe that is one of my favorite shoes in my collection, is the Hare 7s. The Hare 7s released like maybe 2013, 2014. And when they dropped, I was not able to get them. I forgot why I was not able to get them. But I had to get them from Flight Club. And Flight Club wasn't going that much on them release day. I think on release day, when I got them, they was probably going like $30, $40 over retail. Over retail. So I went ahead and just copped them. And I think like the day after that, or 2 days after that, they was going like $100, $120 over retail. So I was glad I copped them right away. And it's a tie to Space Jam. It's a tie to Bugs Bunny. So it was a shoe I definitely needed to have in my collection because, you know, as a kid growing up, Space Jam, Bugs Bunny, those things you grow up on. So having a shoe like this in my collection was definitely beneficial for me towards my collection. And the colors pop, man. Look at the bottom. Look at the colors on the shoe. Ooh, dang. Look at the colors on the tongue. Like, these shoes are dope. And then the quality on these shoes are amazing as well. If you brush the toe box or you brush it on the side, it like changes colors. The suede on these are excellent. And then the shoes just executed well to me. This shoe's executed well to me. It's really not that much else I can say about this shoe. And the reason I had these shoes on one day was I was taking pictures on Instagram, and then a lot of people was like, "Dang, you keep your hairs so clean. I haven't seen a pair that clean in a while." Yeah, because I don't bust out all my shoes all the time. So I might wear some of the shoes over and over and over and over, and then I might bust something out like this once in a while. But yeah, that's the next shoe that was on my countdown, the Hare 7s. So the next shoe on my countdown is basically, so far, my sneaker of the year. Before the year's over, I know I'm jumping ahead, but so far, this shoe is my sneaker of the year so far. The shoe's gonna come out, but right now, this shoe is the sneaker of the year, and that is the Turbo Greens. Turbo Greens is hard. Anytime I see these shoes on people's feet, or anytime I just put these shoes on just to put them on, like, I just like, ooh, I'm glad I have these. Like, the concept, the colorway, the way the shoe looks like it's vintage, it looks like it's new at the same time. It's just crazy to me. This is a shoe that I love. This was a shoe that I was like elated. Look at that big word I used. Elated to have in my sneaker collection. What did I wear these? I think I did. Me and my cousin went to the Braves game and I had these on with the jacket that I have for these. If you check my picture on Instagram, you'll know what jacket and you'll know what picture I'm talking about if you follow me on Instagram. But these shoes are just dope. Turbo Greens is dope. It's a shoe. I don't care how much this shoe goes for in resale. Resale doesn't make a shoe good to me if it's going for a lot or it's going for less. But this was a shoe I was just like, I had to have. And I was talking about this for like months on end. Like, I have to have these, have to have these, have to have these, have to have these. So when they came out, I copped them. I got them, my cousin got them. A lot of people that I interact with have these shoes. And they're just dope, man. Like, just even holding them, looking at them, like, I'm like, yes, this is for me. Yes, this is for me. But Braves lost in the game. I don't care. I'm not a Braves fan. Go Yankees. But yeah, the Turbo Greens, cool, dope. Sneaker of the year so far for me. Turbo Greens. Which I wore for the week, which I wore last night, is the daggone All-Star ones. If you guys don't know, for me, right now, in my collection, the Turbo Greens and All-Star ones are like my favorite shoes in my collection. And the things I had to go through to get this shoe. So I'm not gonna go in that backstory. Like, this part of the video will be too long for me to talk about that. But the All-Star ones, I wore these with, what? I can't remember what I wore them with, but this shoe's dope. The iridescent, how the shoe changed colors. On the lace tip is iridescent. Like, the color blocking on the shoe. And then it's an Air Jordan 1. I love Air Jordan 1s. And you put all of that on the shoe that I like, come on, I had to have it. And then I put in so much work to get this shoe. So it's always gonna have it's always gonna have like memories behind this shoe for me. And then when I put like these shoes are just hard. Like that's all I can say. These shoes is hard. A lot of people, I don't see too many people with this shoe. That's what I was gonna say. I don't see too many people with the All-Star ones. But when I wear them, people are like, oh, those hard. I wanted to get those. But I'm like, they were available. Why didn't you get them? But I think in certain places they didn't have a lot of pairs of these, and even here they didn't have a lot of pairs. Like, quick run back on the store. I went to Foot Locker and they had one size for each. One pair for each size. So if you wanted a 10.5, which I had a 10.5, I was the only person that got a 10.5 at that store. And then there was like only 1.9 and 1.8. So these shoes don't seem like they was wildly available, but they was available at the same time. But I wore these last night. I went to the movies, hung out with my friend, then I hung out with my other friend. Yeah. But these joints is hard, man. These joints is hard. And this is not a shoe that you really have to match with. I usually don't wear black with this shoe. I usually like throwing a lot of different kind of colors with this shoe. Like I'll wear like a shirt with a whole bunch of different kind of colors in it to bounce off of this shoe. Like this is not a shoe I really want to match. But the All-Star ones, man. What's this from? 2016, 17? 2016, 17 All-Star break? What's this in? I think this was like when they was in New Orleans. Yeah, I think this came out when they was in New Orleans because this also came out with the Sixes. But this is a dope shoe and it is one of my favorite shoes in my collection. So the last shoe on my countdown for the week is the All-Star ones. There it is, guys. Another video with your boy Sal Souls. I hope you guys like the shoes that was in my weekly sneaker rotation. Hopefully you guys got some of these shoes in your weekly sneaker rotation. Comment down below what shoe you liked in this video. Which was your favorite shoe from my weekly sneaker rotation? And like I always tell you, follow me on Instagram. When you follow me on Instagram, you'll see all the photos that I post of my shoes, places that I go, like concepts that I do with my shoes and pictures. And like I always tell you, like, comment, subscribe to your boy Sal Souls. Tell your auntie, tell your pet lizard to watch my channel, Sal Souls, man. And I'll catch you guys on the video. And it's so good to be back on YouTube. I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace. This your boy Sal.